Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to crochet this really beautiful unique pattern. So you can use this in shawls, scarves, skirts, blankets, dresses, blouses, and even beachwear. So we'll create this design using chains, single crochets, double crochets, front post and back post double crochets, and puff stitches. So in this tutorial I am using silk bamboo yarn that's lightweight 3 with a 2.7 millimeter hook. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you learned something new or enjoy this video. I will be posting tutorials regularly, so if you have any questions, suggestions, or feedbacks, please leave me any comments down below. So let's get started. So to begin, we want to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're going to slip stitch into the first chain. You can go through the front, but I prefer to go through the back bump, so that's what I'm going to do, but it's completely up to you. So just slip stitch. Then you're going to chain 1 and pull up. Then you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull over 3 loops coming from the inside of the circle. So I'll show you how. Yarn over and pull up 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. You're going to leave that last one and you're going to yarn over and pull through the last 2 to close up that puff. Then you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and you're going to do the same thing again. So pull up 3 loops. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, pull through the last 2 to close it. Now chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here we created our first puff shell. This is how we're going to start each row, and now we're going to end it with the same sequence. So yarn over, pull up 3 loops. 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through the 3, yarn over, close it up. Oops. Now chain 2, 1, 2, and do the same thing one last time for this row. 1, 2, 3. Pull through the 3 and then close. So we finished the first row, and that's right here. So you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Then you're going to slip stitch into this chain space of 2. So slip stitch, pull it up, and you're going to pull up 3 loops again. 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through the 3, and yarn over, pull through the 2. So you're creating the shell puff at the beginning of every row and at the end of every row. 3. So you would pull up 3 loops, chain 2, pull up 3 again, and then that creates your beginning shell. Now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to place 3 double crochets in this chain space of 5 from the previous row. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and end this row with a shell. 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through the 3, and then close it. Chain 2, 1, 2, and then pull up 3 again. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, pull through the 3, close it up. Chain 1, turn the work, slip stitch into the chain space, pull up your yarn, and pull up 3 loops. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to start making these borders. We're going to start the split right here. And if you notice with this design, the borders are 3D, and that's what makes it super unique. And the way we're going to achieve that is by doing front post and back post double crochets. So we'll begin doing that now. So in this first double crochet, we're going to be placing 3 front post double crochets. So the way to do that is just yarn over, go in from the back, and make sure the post is in the front of your hook. And then proceed with your double crochet. So that's 1 front post double crochet. Then we're going to place another one in the same double crochet post. So that's 2. And then the third one in the same double crochet post. That's what it should look like. It looks a little twisted right now, but it will straighten itself out as the pattern continues. So we'll chain 2 from here. 1, 2. We're going to skip this middle double crochet, skip it. And then we're going to place 3 front post double crochets into this last double crochet from the row before. So there's 1, 2, and the last one. Again, go in from the back, make sure that post is in front of your hook, and 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and end the row with a puff shell. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through, chain 1, turn your work and slip stitch, pull up and pull 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, 1, 2, chain, 1, 2, 3. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So in the previous row, we did front post double crochets, but if you notice, we are now looking at the back of this pattern. This is the front, and we are trying to keep the 3D design on the same side every single row, even though we switch from the front side to the back side. So in order to do that, we're going to be switching between front post double crochets and back post double crochets. So in the previous row, we did front posts, but since we're looking at the back of the project now, in order to keep the 3D design on the same side, we have to be doing back post double crochets. And the way to do that is yarn over, go on top of this first double crochet, and you see how the post is behind my hook. We're going to place 1 double crochet into that first post. Yarn over and do the same to the middle post. Back post double crochets. And do the same to the last one right here. We're going to chain 3. And we're going to place a double crochet in this chain space. Now we're going to repeat what we just did here, right here. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then go ahead and repeat what we just did here, right here. So we're going to be placing 3 back post double crochets. So that's 1. Again, you come from the back, you place your hook on top of the post. See how it's on top? and complete that double crochet, and then do it to the last one for your third back post double crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and end your row with this puff shell. Chain 1, turn your work, slip stitch, pull it up, and begin this row with a puff shell. Okay, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So now we are looking at the front of the project again. So that means we'll be doing front post double crochets into this border. So after chaining 3, we're going to be placing a front post double crochet in each of these 3 double crochets. So that's 1 front post. Again, go from the back, make sure the post is in front of your hook. That's 2 and 3. So now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Place a single crochet into this chain space. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in the chain space. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And again, finish up the row by placing 3 front post double crochets in each of these 3 posts. Come from the back. So 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and end the row with a shell. Chain 2, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, turn, slip stitch, pull up, begin the row with a shell puff. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and again we're looking at the back of this pattern, so we'll be doing back post double crochets. So come in, make sure the post is behind your hook. That's 1. Come in from the back, place that hook on top of that post. That's 2 and 3. Now you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we'll be placing 10 double crochets into the chain 5 space from the previous row. So 10 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chain 2, 1, 2. Place 3 back post double crochets into each of these 3 posts. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then end the row with a puff shell. 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through, chain 2, place 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through. Oops. Okay, chain 1, turn your work, slip stitch, pull up, and do 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're looking at the front of the project, so we'll be doing 3 front posts. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to go into this first double crochet from the previous row, and we're going to pull up 3 loops. So yarn over, pull up 1, 2, and 3. Don't pull through them yet because you're going to be putting 3 more loops into this next double crochet. So you have 3 on the first one, and we're going to yarn over and go into the second double crochet and pull up an additional 3. So 1, 2, 3. So that means we pulled up 6 loops on our hook. So for every 2 double crochets and 6 loops that we pull up, that's when we'll close. So yarn over, pull through all 6, leave that last one, and close it. Chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to repeat what we just did into the next 2 double crochets and all the consecutive double crochets. So we're going to pair them by 2s, pulling up 6 loops together. 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 in the first one, an additional 3 into the next one. 1, 2, 3. Now that you have 6, yarn over, pull through all 6, and close that puff. Chain 2 and repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over, close it up. Chain 2, 1, 2, and repeat until the end. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over, pull through all of them. Chain 2, 1, 2, and place your final 6 puffs in these last 2 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yarn over, pull through all of them, and close it up. So you made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets. Chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to place 3 front post double crochets into each of these double crochets since we are looking at the front of the pattern. So 1, 2, and 3. chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and end the row with a puff shawl at the very end. Chain 1, turn and slip stitch, pull it up, 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, you're going to do 1, 2, 3. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do back post double crochets in each of those double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to be placing 3 single crochets into this chain space between the first 2 puffs. So skip this chain space and go straight here. We're going to place 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Place 3 in this chain space. 4, 5, 6. Place 1 on top of this puff stitch. So you're going to go right here. So that makes 7. And that is the only one that you'll be placing a single crochet on top of, the very middle puff stitch. Everything else gets 3 single crochets in their chain spaces. So another 3, so that makes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 single crochets on top of the puffs. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And you'll be placing 3 back post double crochets in each of these double crochet posts. So 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and end the row. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Chain 1, turn, and slip stitch, pull. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. You're going to be placing 3 front post double crochets into this first one. We're going to start this split right here to prepare for this new design. We're going to be expanding. So we're going to be placing 3 front post double crochets into the first post. So right here, this is the first post. So we chain 3 and we're going to place 3 front posts right here. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, skip the middle post and place 3 front post double crochets into this third post. So again, 3. 1, 2, 3. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to be placing single crochets on top of these single crochets that we just made, except we'll be skipping the first and the last one. Okay, so we had 13, and if we're skipping the first and the last, we'll end up with 11. So skip the first, go into here. single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So skip that last one, and we skip the first one. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, start to split this border. So we'll be placing 3 front post double crochets here, skipping this one and placing 3 front post double crochets into the last one. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, skip the middle and go into the very last post, 3 front post double crochets. So you got 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and end your row with a puff shell. Chain 1, turn, slip stitch and pull. Start the row with a puff shell. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we will be placing back post double crochets on each of these 3 double crochets in the previous row. So we're looking at the back of the project, as you can tell. So we'll be doing back post double crochets in each of those posts. So that's 1. Let's put it in the middle. 2. And 3. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and place a double crochet in this chain space of 2. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do 3 back post double crochets into these 3 posts. So find the first one, 1, 2, and 3. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and again, like in the previous row, how we skipped the first and the last, we're going to continue that pattern by skipping the first and the last. So in the previous row, we made 9 double crochets, so this time we'll have 7. Skip the first, go into the second one for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry, there was 11 in the previous row, so this row will have 9. 7, 8, and 9. So see, skip the last one, skip the first one. So we went from 13, 11, 9. So now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to be placing 3 back post double crochets in each of these posts. So isolate that first one, put 1, isolate the middle one, put 2, and find that third one, place 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and place a double crochet into the chain space below. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do 3 back post double crochets in each of these 3 posts. 1, 2, and 3. End the row by chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, and placing a shell. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, turn, slip stitch, pull up, 1, pull up. You got 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and place 3 front post double crochets in each of those double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Single crochet in the chain space. So again, we're working right here, and it just repeated from down here. So single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in the chain space below, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And you're going to place a front post double crochet in each of these 3 posts. So 1, 2, and 3. So we had 13, 11, 9. We're going to decrease to 7 by skipping the first and the last chain. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Skip the first, go into the second one for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Place a front post double crochet in each of these posts. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Single crochet in the chain space below. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in the next chain space below. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and place 3 front post double crochets in each of these double crochet posts. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and finish up the row with a shell. Chain 1, turn your work, slip stitch, pull it up, and pull up 3 loops. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, pull up 1, 2, 3. you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 back post double crochets in these 3 posts from below. So it's 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and you're going to place 10 double crochets into this chain 5 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chain 2, 1, 2, and you're going to be placing 3 back post double crochets into these posts. 1, 2, 3. Now we went from 13, 11, 9, 7. And instead of going to 5, we're going to go to 3 single crochets. So to do that, we're going to skip the first and the second, and skip the second to last and the last chain. So then we'll end up with 3 single crochets. So we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the first, skip the second, and go straight into this third one for 1, 2, 3. Skip this one and this one. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 back post double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, and place 10 double crochets in this chain 5 space. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chain 2, 1, 2. Place 3 back post double crochets in each of these posts. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3 and end the row. 1, 2, 3. End with your puff shell. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. Go 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. Turn your work and slip stitch. Pull up and start the row with a puff shell. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 front post double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, 1, 2. And we're gonna do 3 loops in the first double crochet, an additional 3 loops for 6, and then we're gonna pull it into a puff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now close up your puff. Chain 2 and repeat in the next 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over, pull through all 6, and then close it. Chain 2, 1, 2, then repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over and pull through all 6. Close, chain 2, 1, 2, and repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull through the 6 and close. Chain 2, 1, 2, and repeat it for a last time in the last 2 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 2, 1, 2, and place 3 front post double crochets into each of these. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to place a double crochet into the very middle space. So there's 3 single crochets here. You're going to put a double crochet in the middle. Just like that. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 front post double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to be placing 6 loops in every 2 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over, pull through the 6, close, chain 2, 1, 2. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close. Chain 2, 1, 2. Put 6 in the next 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 2, 1, 2, and then place the final 6 loops in the last 2 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 2, 1, 2, place 3 front post double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 3 and end the row. chain 1, turn, pull up 1, oops, pull up, that's 1, 2, 3, chain 2, pull up 3, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, oops, 3, and do 3 back post double crochets right here. That's 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then place 3 single crochets into this chain space between the first 2 puffs. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then again 3 single crochets into this chain space. It's 4, 5, 6, and then you're going to place one right into this middle, on top of this middle puff. So that makes 7, and that's the only one we'll be placing a single crochet on top of. So 3 in this chain space for 8, 9, 10, and then the last 3 in the final chain space, 11, 12, 13. So 13 single crochets right on top, just like how we did in this first one. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to be placing 3 back post double crochets right here. So 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to go right across this middle space, and you're going to be placing 3 back post double crochets right here. That's 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and place 3 single crochets in this first chain space. 1, 2, 3, 3 in the next chain space, so that makes 4, 5, 6. Place the 7th one right on top of this puff, the middle puff. 7, 3 in this chain space, 8, 9, 10, and 3 in the last chain space, 11, 12, 13. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then do 3 back post double crochets right here. So 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and finish up your row. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, turn, slip stitch, pull up a loop, and do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to begin another split right here. So we'll be creating this third one. And to prepare for that split, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And again, we'll be placing 3 front post double crochets in this first one. So 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, and then place 3 double crochets, 3 front post double crochets into this last one. Skip that middle one. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Decrease this 13 single crochets into 11 by skipping the first one and the last one. So skip that first one, go into the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Skip the last one. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and place 3 front post double crochets right here. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Jump right across the middle and place 3 front post double crochets in each of these posts. 1, 2, 3. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and decrease these 13 single crochets into 11 by skipping the first one and the last one. So skip this first one and go in here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and split the last set of double crochets. So 3 front posts here, skip this one, 3 front posts here. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, skip the middle and go straight into the last one. Place 3 front post double crochets into this last one. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and end your row with a puff shell. Chain 1, yarn over, turn your work, and slip stitch right here. Pull up 3 loops to start. 2, 3, chain 2, pull up 3, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then place 3 back post double crochets in each of these posts. So you have 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, place a double crochet right here. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 back post double crochets right here. 1, 2, and then 3. So decrease this from 13, 11, then we're going to go to 9. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the first, go into the second for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Place 3 back post double crochets right there. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and place a double crochet into the very middle. So that's 1. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 back post double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and decrease these single crochets by skipping the first one and the last one. So we're going to be placing 9 again. Skip the first one, go into the second one for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and place a back post double crochet in each of these 3 right here. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and place a double crochet right here. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, place 3 back post double crochets into these double crochet posts from previous row. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3 and finish up the row. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. We have 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, turn your work, slip stitch, pull it up, and go 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, and go 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Do 3 front post double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Place a single crochet into this chain space. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place a single crochet into this next chain space. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And place a front post double crochet into these next 3 double crochets. 3. So we decreased from 13, 11, 9. We're going to go to 7 now. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Skip the first one, go into the second one. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and place a front post double crochet in each of these ones. 1, 2, 3. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Place a single crochet into this next chain space, then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in this next chain space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Front post double crochet into these next 3. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, decrease to 7, so skip the first, go into the second one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, skip that last one. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Place a front post double crochet into this next set. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Place a single crochet right here. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place a single crochet into the next chain space. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Place 3 front post double crochets into this next set. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and end your row with a puff shell. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3. Close it. So here's what our pattern looks like so far. So the next row, you would just turn your work, and then in this chain space, you're gonna do the 10 double crochets, these ones. See the 10 double crochets? And then the pattern just repeats from there. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this pattern. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye!